Hello riding people. So you join us on this late February day in Georgia. It's beautiful blue skies and sunshine. The temperature is in the 70s and we're having a great day. We're riding one of our favourite roads and Eric is ahead of me on the Ducati V4S Multistrada and I'm on my trusty Tiger 1200. We've just eaten some delicious barbecue and now we're about to enjoy this summer-like day. Apologies that my mic failed, so this is just the voiceover, but hopefully you'll enjoy the nice scenery and it'll give me the opportunity to give you a brief catch up on what's been happening of late. Firstly, I want to say a big shout out to Darcy and Jeannie who have moved to Colorado and we wish them well. Should be wonderful this summer riding up in the mountains. They're going to be near the springs, not too far from Pikes Peak, so there's bound to be some great riding roads there. And when the winter sets in at the end of the year, they'll obviously do some snowboarding and other kind of winter games, so I'm sure they will be busy and active and having fun, and we wish them well. Next, a shout out to Scott. Scott has bought a Harley Davidson Electric Glide. He traded in his BMW S1000 XR, so quite a dichotomy there, quite a change for him, but he still retains his trusty GS Adventure. He is an ambassador for the BDR off-road organisation if you want to check that out online, and he's got a nice dark burgundy electric glide with the black engine, and he's having a lot of fun with it, running out of ground clearance often, but having a lot of fun with it. Next shout out is to Doug. Doug is a long time rider with the crew and he's just bought himself a Yamaha T700 Tenere, and it's probably an ideal bike for him. He's got a little bit of a track to get to the forest trails and roads, so it's an ideal on-road machine, but also he's quite a tall guy and quite strong, so he can handle kind of middleweight adventure bike off-road, and I think it'll be a good choice for him. I've ridden that bike myself, lent to me by my friend Richard, and I really enjoyed the Yamaha Tenere. It's a good machine. Next up is the evergreen Jerry. Jerry has got himself a KTM 390, the little adventure bike from KTM. Has mag wheels. I understand it's going to come with some laced spoked wheels next year, but at present it's mag wheels, but it's a nice small lightweight bike and a lot of fun to ride off-road. And in fact Rich, who I mentioned with the Yamaha T700 Tenere, he actually sold that now and bought himself a KTM 390, so nice small bikes to manage the off-road side of things, but still road legal to get to the dirt trails and fire roads. And in fact they're out with another member of the crew, Ted, on his Aprilia Touareg today, and they're getting dirty in the Georgia clay, so good luck to those guys. Hope they're having a great day. We have a couple of summer mini tours coming up with the boys, which I'll capture for the channel. A couple of places we've been before, but the roads are amazing and it's always a good adventure, and so I hope to capture those. First one will be in May and next one is in July. So one thing I've been thinking about for this year is, should I buy another bike? I think I'm going to keep the Tiger this year. The Tiger 1200 has been great so far, very painless to live with, very comfortable, very practical. I'm having fun with it. But maybe I should go even heavier in terms of a full-blown tourer, like a Goldwing DCT. I do love the DCT box. Maybe the K1600B because it has better ground clearance and is a little bit more sporty. But speaking of sporty, I also love my hyper nakeds and performance nakeds. So there's bikes like, I guess the hottest bike this year is going to be the BMW M1000R Competition. Extremely difficult to get hold of, very expensive, but super sexy with its carbon fibre, everything including the carbon fibre wheels. I would also consider going back to a Street Fighter V4S. It's probably the only bike I've ever sold that I kind of regret selling. I really love that bike. It's very, very special. But having said that, there's only so much performance and power you can use on the road. I typically don't do track days anymore, and we all need to retain our licenses, and sometimes less is more. You can have a bit more fun with a lower capacity bike that you're using a bit more. So maybe the new Triumph Street Triple RS, for instance. Street Triple has just been released in Jerez, was the launch, and all the journalists are super praising that bike and saying what great value for money it is, and it's the class leader in the middleweight nakeds at the moment. Also, there's always the option to move to a middleweight adventure bike. So there's the Tiger 900 GT Pro, for instance, with all its bells and whistles, but very road focused. Again, the slightly more powerful and prettier Ducati V2S is a great option as well. I think maybe one of those two might be the bike to go for when the time comes eventually to replace the Tiger 1200 Rally Explorer, but I don't think that's going to be this year. So enough about what I might buy, although please tell me in the comments what you think I should buy. What would you like to see featured on the channel? But what are you buying this year? Are you changing your bike at all? And if so, what are you changing it for? And where are you going to go with it this year? Are you planning any touring holidays, for instance? I'd love to know in the comments what you're looking forward to riding this year and where you're going to take it, and how much fun you're going to have with it, along with what your views are in terms of what you think I should buy next. So in terms of riding, if you happen to be in Georgia or passing through Georgia, by all means reach out to me. If you'd like to ride with the crew sometime, we can probably make that happen as a kind of one-off, depending on timing and the weather and all that good stuff. But if you are in Georgia or you're passing through, reach out to me and you can come riding with me and the boys sometime. Final announcement is going to be around merch. There will be some merch opportunities coming up to buy ride-on gear, and we'll be starting with a branded t-shirt, and I'll let you know shortly where you can buy that. I'll provide a link, and then you can order one if you wished. So that's it for today, just a brief update. Loving this weather, enjoying the ride in the sunshine. Ride often, ride carefully, ride on.
Hey you, if you want to become one of the Ride On people, don't forget to subscribe. Ride often, ride carefully, ride on.